The new villain has born. Shinki will be a big problem for Kawaki. Believe it or not that after the creation of Shinki as Shinju, he will target Kawaki and will devour him. Oh yeah, today is my day. A complete explanation of all Shinju are here. But before I explain in detail and the reason why Shinki will target Kawaki, let's talk first about what is Shinju. By the way, please like and subs. Thanks. So every Shinju is a form of sumeaka that successfully bites a human and then turns the victim into a tree. The fact is, when the person becomes a tree, their powers, memories, and everything about them will be stored into that human who has become a Shinju. These Shinju come from the same individual, the Ten-Tail. But because in their bodies there is not only an instinct to eat, they also have a desire to think, a desire for knowledge, and also strength like shinobi. And because of this, they have their own goals. And maybe it can be said that they actually want to become perfect beings like Otsutsuki. But even though they came from one body, now each Shinju has turned into an individual with their own memories, strength, and desires. Well, this time we will discuss all Shinju in full. And for the first one is Mamushi. Unlike the other Shinju, this Shinju looks like he has the ability to transform into an animal. It looks like he can turn into a bird, and his hands can also turn into a weapon that can be used to attack. And perhaps because of Mamushi's ability to manipulate animal forms, this is the reason why Mamushi is so different from others. And in fact, that there is something unexpected about Shinju's ability, where his Rinnegan eyes can counter Ida's ability. Either this can also be done by other Shinju, or only Mamushi can do it. But with the ability of his Rinnegan, he could sense the presence of Ada, who was using Senrigan to eavesdrop on the Shinju's conversation. When Shinju's Rinnegan eye activated, he was able to reverse the situation, where he could talk directly to Ada as if they were both in the same place. This surprised Ada, as this was the first time anyone had been able to counter her eyes. It seems that Shinju's Rinnegan eye, or perhaps the Rinnegan eye of all Shinju, is a special Rinnegan eye that can counter any power. Well, after talking to Ada, that's when Mamushi decided to eat Ada. Aside from the fact that her Rinnegan can counter Ada's Senrigan, it seems like Bug's memories affected Mamushi, so he had the desire to Ada. But if Ada is successfully eaten by Mamushi, then it will be a big problem. And that's because Ada's main power, the Senrigan, can be used by Mamushi. And if this happens, maybe Mamushi is one of the Shinju that is almost equivalent to Jura. So what do you think, guys? So next is Matsuri, a Shinju who uses Mogi's body. Like Hidari, Matsuri is also able to use Mogi's abilities. Therefore, Matsuri might be one of the Shinju who can use mokuton or wooden techniques like Mogi. Matsuri is also a term from Japanese culture that means offerings for divine rituals. Matsuri was once shown using one of Mogi's Doton-based or earth-based jutsu to capture Boruto. Mogi herself mastered Suidon, Doton, and Mokuton. If Matsuri can use all of Moigi's abilities, then it is possible that she can also access Moigi's Mokuton technique. In the Ninja Encyclopedia in the first season of the Boruto manga, Moigi is confirmed as a new Mokuton user. It is not explained how Moigi can have Mokuton-based abilities, because until now, Mogi has never shown it. Well, if we look at the jutsu in her encyclopedic list, including Mokuton Ryokushoku no Jutsu, or Wood Release Venture Technique, and Mokuton Sumoku Kekai, Shinju basically has Mokuton-based abilities, so the chances of Matsuri using Mokuton are very high. Well, the next target Matsuri wants to eat turns out to be Konohamaru Sarutobi. We must have guessed it because of the bond of feelings between Moigi and Konohamaru. We know that Mogi is Konohamaru's best friend who is on the same team. The strength of their bond is very strong as friends, but there may also be feelings of love that Mogi has not actually expressed to Konohamaru, which then makes Matsuri have the desire to eat Konohamaru. So what do you think, guys? So the next is Hidari, who is using Sasuke's body. In fact, the name Hidari means left side, which relates to Sasuke in many ways. Hidari, which means the left side, might sound sarcastic considering that Sasuke, as his chakra source, does not have a left arm and also lacks his left eye. Moreover, in various beliefs, Hidari can symbolize evil, darkness, and hatred. It is evident that all of Sasuke's abilities can be used by Hidari. He can even use both hands, unlike Sasuke who lost his left hand. Hidari can also transform his body into a kind of weapon that can destroy anything. There's also a unique fact that he's the only Shinju who questions his own existence, as if he's unsure about his own being. Although he was once reassured by Jura, Hidari still feels unsatisfied, as if there is something bothering him that makes him feel he shouldn't exist. So, when Jura asked Hidari about his target, he immediately decided that it was Uchiha Sarada who would be his target. This is likely because Sasuke's memory is only focused on Sarada, who is his daughter, and this is the reason why Hidari targeted Uchiha Sarada. Believe it or not, there might be a big plot twist in the future. Considering his name and his nature of questioning his own existence, I suspect that in the future, Hidari might become a traitor to the Shinju. He might betray them and actually help Boruto. This is because of Sasuke's strong remaining powers and memories, making him still feel like something is wrong with himself, even though it's not the real Sasuke. Simply put, it could be that the part of Sasuke within Hidari's body is trying to awaken or resist his consciousness. So what do you think, guys? Then, there is Jura. He is a Shinju who is the leader of the other Shinju. But if we talk about Jura, guess who his real body is? Is Jura the real body of Sogi? Because we have seen that Sogi is the one who was first eaten by Tsumeaka after saving Sarada. Oh yeah, it turns out that besides that, there is another theory that says, if this Jura actually comes from the 10-tailed core created by Ishiki before. The core then took the memories and body of Soigi to form Jura. Jura's leadership aura is very strong, which makes him seem very respected by other Shinju. Jura is very special because he not only took Sogi's body and memories, but he was also created from the core of Jubi's body. So it can be said that he is the original individual of Shinju. With his abilities, Jura was able to defeat Boruto from a distance and was able to defeat Himawari, who already had Kurama chakra. Although that's it, believe it or not, there might be more power than that he will show us. And as the center of all Shinju thoughts, this Jura has a very strong attachment and desire for Naruto Uzumaki. Many have questioned why Jura would want to eat Naruto Uzumaki. And maybe it's because Naruto Uzumaki was the last person to defeat Ishiki. And since Jura is the core body of the Tale of Ten, maybe it makes sense that he hates Ishiki so much. And because Ishiki was defeated by Naruto, it made him feel curious about Naruto's power, so he really wanted to devour Naruto. Although Jura already knows that Naruto is in the dimension owned by Kawaki and only he can access that dimension, it seems that Jura will still find a way to be able to access and also be able to take Naruto. With all his intelligence, wisdom, and also strong thinking, Jura and the other Shinju will definitely move in a very strategic way that will be very difficult for even Shikamaru to predict. So what do you think, guys? Will Jura's ability in the future be able to access the dimension where Naruto is sealed? And the last one is Shinki, the son of Kazekage Gaara. We don't need to predict who the real body of this new Shinju is, because many have guessed that he is Shinki. Maybe we don't know the details about Shinki yet. But if we observe from his background, Shinki is a friend of Boruto. Believe it or not, if Shinki has one target that he will devour, and that person is Boruto. Because after all, from the background and targets of Shinju, they always target people who have a close relationship with him. But the big plot twist, because Shinki's resurrection after Ada used omnipotence that swapped the states of Kawaki and Boruto, then this will be the reason why Shinki will devour Kawaki. With this exchange, it should be Kawaki as Boruto who will be devoured by him. So what do you guys think? Who will be the real target of Shinki? And that's the complete explanation of the Shinju members up to chapter 13. If you guys have other opinions, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. I'm Nim. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye, Data Bio.